Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League. This is Phase 5, Week 4 and Night 6. It's finals night, all for your enjoyment. 6 players in action have all qualified throughout the week in Groups A, B and C to give you your 6 finalists who are battling out for £5,000 tonight, and the top 3 go into next week's Champions Week, where there will be 12 players looking to get their hands on the £6,000 first prize. £15,000 total in prize money next week up for grabs. But let's have a look how the 6 players reached tonight's final, starting with Group A, which seems like a long time ago. It was Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. And wow, what a performance by Colin Osborne, winning 14 of his 15 matches. Dropped just the one match on Monday to Johnny Haynes, and then from that point on remained unbeaten throughout Tuesday and throughout Wednesday. Scott Williams and Andy Jenkins, well, Andy Jenkins put up a hell of a fight to get that 3rd spot. They came back for Group B. Group C, which started on Thursday morning, was Johnny Haynes, Josh McCarthy and Gareth Ashley. And they were joined by 3 other players, of which 2 have qualified for tonight's final. That is George Killington and Ryan Furness, both winning, well, a good 8 matches for George Killington, only losing the 2, and Ryan Furness winning 6. The surprise there was Johnny Haynes, who on Thursday won 5 out of 5 matches and looked absolutely nailed on for finals night. Sadly, only picked up the 1 win on Friday and failed to qualify. So, Group B, which was the top 2, players 2 and 3 from Group A, because Colin Osborne is straight through to the final. They came into Group B, which, as we know, was Scott Williams and Andy Jenkins. They were joined by Stephen Burton and Colin Monk, and also Group B winner Mike Gillet, winning 5 of his 8 matches, only dropping 3 matches, leg difference of +5, superior to that by 2 of Stephen Burton, hence he topped the table. And Scott Williams left it late, and on leg difference he also qualified ahead of Andy Jenkins. Great to see Colin Monk back in action, through some good darts over the 2 evening sessions if you did join us. So, out of all of that, we have our 6 players. It is fairly complicated, and, well, I'm running on empty, no sleep. So, we have our 6 players in action. They're divided into 2 groups, Group 1 and Group 2. There is 3 players in each group. The top 2 from each group will make up tonight's semi-finals. The 2 winners will play each other in the final. The runner-up will play off for a 3rd and 4th place playoff, because the winner of that will also qualify for Champions Week. Whew, I'll get there in the end. So, with no further ado, I think I'm ready. I'm sure you are, and I'm sure the players are ready as well. So let's head straight over and get on with the action. Here is Stephen Burton, and he will be up against Colin Osborne in our opening match. As always, these matches, best of 7, first to 4, 2 points for a win. And leg difference will play its part. It always seems to in one of the groups, and both of these groups are super tight. Here is Colin, 45 from Middlesbrough, UK Open finalist. 7 PDC Tour titles over the years. This is Stephen Burton, 33 from Ipswich, uses a 23-gram data dart. Qualified for
Colin to
the
throw
Worlds.
first. Game on.
He's had some deep runs in the UK Open as well, as has this man. Nearly went all the way. Played some
140.
lovely darts over the first 3 days. And by virtue of winning that Group A, had Thursday and Friday off.
100.
Back home. Had a couple of nights in his own bed before making the trip back down south.
135. 44. 45. 100. 145.
36 after just 4 visits in the opening leg for Colin Osborne. Produced our highest
140.
average
Colin, you
of the
require
week
36.
in Group A, 108.75. That was against Andy Jenkins.
18. Stephen, you require 117. 97. Colin, you require 18.
Can't afford any mistakes now. Straight up the 99. Didn't even contemplate splitting.
No score. Stephen, you require 20. Game shot on the first leg. Stephen Burton.
He was straight out of the blocks, Colin Osborne, but Stephen Burton, he's picked his pocket there. A break of throw and a 1-0 lead.
Second leg, it's Stephen to throw first. $95. 41. 54. 180.
Didn't have to wait long for our first max. And he needed it.
98.
You only play twice in these mini groups, and losing your opening game puts you under extreme pressure.
100.
Even with a win in your second game, you'd have to rely on other results, of course.
180.
Burton responds. Burton on Thursday started off
60.
a match
Stephen, you require
woefully
74.
before reeling off 4 legs on the spin, and the last 2 were won in 11 and 10 darts.
Game shot on the second leg.
This man
Stephen Burton
does have some serious levels in his locker. We're seeing some of them here.
Third leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Colin has the darts, and it's a must hold.
$180. 125. 100. 140. 60.
Nearly 2 weeks ago, Stephen Burton was showing signs of great form. He was playing Super League. And he beat
85.
Tom King
Colin, you require 161.
4-0 in 12, 13, 14 and 14 for a 113.43 average.
123.
Would have felt good
Stephen,
coming
you
in
require 151.
to this week. This is the final week of qualifying, of course, for next week's Champions Week.
76.
We already have
Colin, you require 38.
9 players. We're going to find out our final 3 this evening. £15,000 in prize money up for grabs next
19.
week. And more missed doubles for
Stephen,
Osborne.
you require 75.
He is having a nightmare. 18 tops for Burton.
35.
Is that the reprieve Osborne
Colin,
needed?
you
It
require
clipped the
19.
top wire. It would have been 3-0 down, and Burton, of course, would have had the darts to make it 4-0. And losing 4-0 limits your chances massively, of course, because of leg difference. He wants double one. Another mistake from Colin.
Game shot on the third leg. Colin Osborne.
Big dart that was for Colin Osborne, finding the double one with his final dart. He was going for 3 for double 8, of course, slipped into the 17, but found the double one,
Fourth
much
leg,
to his
Stephen
relief.
to throw first.
Now a huge leg coming up.
85.
He's already had 2 180s in the match, Colin Osborne. He may need a third to get this break of throw.
45. 96. 125. 80.
Well, here is an outside chance to try and get lower than Burton and closer to a finish.
100.
Well, that was the minimum requirement.
100. 60. Stephen, you require 140. 100.
And leaves tops after 15 and no finish for Colin. How annoying is that? 1 point away from
131.
needing
Stephen,
the ball there had he left
40.
170.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Stephen
In
Burton.
steps Stephen Burton. A 16 dart holder throw puts him within 1 of picking up his first 2 points of the night.
Fifth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Averaging 95 right now at Stephen Burton.
$45.
Lots of darts on today, of course. Tournaments 7, 8 and 9 of the Women's Series up in
58.
Barnsley. And what a day it has been for Fallon Sherrock and Lisa Ashton. Fallon beating Mikura Suzuki.
140.
Event 7 5-0. Event 8. Lisa beat Fallon 5-3. Event 9. Fallon got revenge,
85.
winning 5-2. It's been confirmed that both ladies will return to Ali Pali in December.
121.
Congratulations to both.
100.
Great to see Trina Gulliver having
60.
a good run, reaching 2 quarterfinals. Losing to Fallon in
60.
event 7, so went
Colin,
on
you
to lose to the
require
winner.
135.
And lost to Lisa Ashton in event 9 in the quarterfinals.
123.
Very close to the 135 finish.
140. Colin, you require 12.
And again, great pressure from Burton.
Game shot on the
This
fifth
time,
flag.
Colin Osborne doesn't fluff his lines and finds the double 6 to win leg number 5 in 16 darts. 3-2.
Sixth leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Just the one breaker throw in the match. Leg 1, where Colin had multiple
137.
opportunities. Our next match will be from Group 2, and it will be Mike Gillet against George Killington.
100. 78. 100.
15 behind, plus these.
134.
Just not giving Colin a way back in. And he can't leave a finish now. So Burton, 6 darts at 152 to win
41.
the opening match of
Stephen, you require 152. 140.
Well, he didn't take it out, but not a bad second prize.
85. Stephen, you require 12. Game, shots, and the match.
And
Stephen
it goes
Burton.
for a very, very solid performance from Stephen Burton. An average, well, there you go, 96.93. Osborne rallied, but just couldn't get an opportunity. And look at those finishing stats. 4 out of 5, 80% on the doubles. Colin Osborne missing 11 darts, and that is why he came second. Right, our first match from Group 2 up next. Mike Gillet against George Killington. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts, and good evening to our Sporty Stuff TV viewers. I hope you enjoyed the Greyhounds. Up now is the Darts. You've only missed the one match. Stephen Burton defeating Colin Osborne 4-2 in our opening match of Group 1. He ended with an average, a very impressive one, 96.63. This is the opening match of Group 2, and it is 25-year-old George Killington from Tottenham. Won a tour card in 2018.
First leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Unfortunately, not played too much due to the pandemic and being a carer. So obviously didn't want to risk the vulnerable
140.
that he was caring for. But a player that has came right through the system, from youth tour through development
131.
tour, challenge tour, and then all the way up to winning a tour card by right.
100.
Gillet was the overnight leader on Thursday evening.
54.
Won 3 out of his 4 matches. Only lost to Stephen Burton on the opening night. We've already seen him in action.
100.
So no shame there. But did have his problems last night. Lost his opening 2 matches to Andy Jenkins and then to Scott Williams, who's also in this Group 2.
140. Mike require 161.
Eventually got over the line against Colin Monk to secure his place in finals night. Remember, this is the final week of qualifying.
99.
9 players already in to next week's Champions Week. Jim Williams, Connor Scott, Mike Warburton, Richie Burnett, Martin Adams, Niall Cullington, Mark Webster, Robert Thornton and Sean Griffiths. Beautiful shot from Killington to leave 36. Good
62.
pressure on the 62. Wonderful first start. That's not a bad second dart.
Mike Gillet.
Did worry it was going to take a bit of time to get out of the blocks tonight. Can start a little slowly. Up to speed early.
Second leg, it's George to throw first.
14 dart hold. George Killington there. Leaving
43.
A double after 12 and not getting a go. Remember, it's the top 2 from each group progressing to the semi-finals.
140.
This is real cutthroat stuff. Colin Osborne, Group A winner, who only lost 1 match over the 3 days of play, Monday,
45.
Tuesday and Wednesday, has lost his opening match to Stephen Burton. He's got it all to do. He will be
60.
up next against Ryan Furness, who has played some fabulous darts on debut this week.
$180.
Nice max. That's our 4th of the night already. Mike Gillet was the 8-11 favourite for this one. Killington priced up at around even money.
$140. $100. Georgia require 93.
Treble 19 for double 18. Treble 14 for double 16. And 20 for tops, and fingers crossed. Well, that leaves
73.
double 10 that Mike Gillet doesn't take out the 158. I've had the 170 this week, and Mike Gillet has taken out a 160.
98. Georgia require 20.
So to get in to the match and get into tonight's finals night, double 10. 2 5s. This can be tricky.
15.
Oh, we saw how costly Miss Doubles was
Mike require 60.
in our opening match. Colin Osborne missing 11 darts at doubles. It's just in the single 20. 2 10s.
50. Georgia require 5.
Double 2 for parity.
Game shot on the second leg.
Well,
George
it's
Killington.
a long leg for George. It's a 20 darter, but it's a holder throw, and he is now in the match. Mike Gillet has the darts in leg 3.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $140. 121. 60. 97. 60.
There's also the Welsh inter-counties on today in Prestatyn. Congratulations to Clwyd, the inter-county champions. I do believe I've been reliably informed. First time.
139.
36 years of trying.
100. Georgia require 144.
And one of the players in that winning side, Mike Warburton, is in action next week in Champions Week. Double 12 for a break of throw.
132. Mike require 141. 130. Georgia require 12.
Too accurate there. He was aiming for the ball, hoping for a 25. Shouldn't matter. Double 6. Ooh, double 3. This is not nice. And that's why. That's a blocker.
9. Mike require 11.
George Killington just 1 from 8 on the doubles now. Double 4. Double 2.
Game shot on the third leg. Mike Gillet.
Well, that's a bit of a steal for Mike Gillet. George Killington should be 2-1 up with a break of throw. He finds himself 2-1 down with the darts in leg 4.
Fourth leg, it's George to throw
And
first.
he will need a break of throw, of course, to win this match. Up next, we return
96.
to our second of 3 matches in Group 1. As I said, Ryan Furness against Colin Osborne, and it's a must-win game for Colin.
180.
As Mike Gillet finds his first max of the match.
140.
been a great game in terms of scoring. Back to back for Gillet. He's on the 9.
$105. Mike require 141.
Most important thing now is just winning the
Georgia
leg.
require 160.
It's a ridiculously high stat, the amount of time a player's on the 9 and loses the leg.
44. Mike require
81.
81.
Possible 11 darter. Double 12.
Game
No
shot on the
possibility
fourth
about
leg.
it.
Mike
In
Gillet.
it goes. And Mike Gillet gets the breaker throw in 11 darts after back-to-back 180s.
Fifth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
And has the darts to win this one big.
100.
Averaging 98.07 to George Killington's very respectful 94.02, and that's with 7 darts, missed at a double. He's had 10 scores of a ton or more.
140.
Make that 11, and that's identical to Mike Gillet.
140.
Well, was until then.
$97. 100.
This is without doubt the best performance from Mike Gillet so far this week. Did have some good averages, but
140.
certainly
Mike
not where he is right now, averaging
161.
100.3. But a chance for George Killington in this
90.
fifth leg.
Georgia require
124. Only needs
124.
one treble in his opening 2 darts to get a dart at the ball. Needs treble 18 for ball now. Doesn't get it. Should stay there. 54 would have left 32, so 71
Mike requires 71.
to wrap up a very, very good performance. Single 18 leaves 40. Tops for the match.
51.
One match dart
Georgia requires 68.
for Mike Gillet and 68 for George Killington to stay in it. $13 will leave tops.
48.
You could hear how close that was.
Mike require 20.
It's just under the bottom wire. So double 10 to finish off a blinder.
Game, shot,
And
and
he
the
does
match.
finish it off
Mike Gillet.
with a 17 dart hold of throw, and very much like Stephen Burton, a very impressive average, 95.96, 2 180s, that wonderful 11 darter in leg 4, which was a breaker throw he didn't need. However, he got it done in double quick time. 94.46 for George, still plenty to play for. He has got one more match to come and has to win that one. Right, we're back to Group 1, and it's Ryan Furness against Colin Osborne. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for Finals Night. All brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. We'll return to Group 1. And this is Ryan Furness. Uses a Gen 1 20-gram Paul Nicholson dart. If you've got any out there in your kitchen drawer or put away somewhere, please get in touch with us because he can't find a spare set
First
anywhere.
leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
Certainly been impressed with Ryan on debut here at the Live League.
180.
He's steadily improved as well throughout the week and looked more and more comfortable.
100.
So frequently on the Live League, a player that dominates a group returns on the Saturday.
59.
Just can't seem to find their mojo. It's quite simple.
140.
A defeat here, and his race is run. A win, and then he would have to rely on
177.
either leg difference or Furness beating, or Mike Gillet beating Furness.
180. Ryan, you require 85.
8th 180 of the night so far.
37.
This is the ball for a
Colin,
12 dart
you
hold.
require 81.
Colin Osborne, 81 for a break of throw. 12 ball. Will he get closer? He needs the red bit.
56. Ryan, you require 48.
Both missing the ball for 12 darters.
Game shot on the first leg. Ryan Furness.
Steps Furness with his final dart. Heartbreaking for Colin Osborne. He had a chance on the bullseye, narrowly missed out. He has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg, it's Colin to throw first.
This is our second
Game
match, as I said, of Group 1. The opening match was won by Stephen Burton against Colin Osborne 4-2. With a 96.63 and 80% on the doubles, 4 out of 5. Opening match of Group 2 was won by Mike Gillet 4-1.
44.
With a 95-96 average and 4 out of 9 on the doubles, 44%.
140.
One thing with Colin, his head won't drop.
119. 60. 88. 60. 58. 125.
Ryan's highest average in the Thursday and Friday morning Group C
57.
was a
Colin, you require
97.78.
73. 65.
Again, missed doubles.
Ryan, you require 135.
How costly will they be?
43. Colin, you require 8.
Colin missed 11 darts at doubles in his
4.
opening match, and that double trouble
Ryan, you require
continues.
92. $80. Colin, you require 4.
It just does become a theme. It's like when you start hitting them, it becomes infectious, as does missing them.
Game shot on the second leg.
Not for the first
Colin
time tonight.
Osborne.
He's found the double one, and it's a holder throw, and it rescues the situation. 1-all, 2 holds of throw.
Third leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on. $174.
And a 180 in the opening leg. And now a 174.
100.
Leg 3.
$180.
And not for the first time tonight. We're on the 9.
$60. Ryan, you require 147.
And like Mike Gillet, he's missed the opening dart
97.
in the treble 20. He's on the possibility of a 10. I wonder if he's
100.
thinking about going straight
Ryan,
for
you
the ball.
require 50.
One for the highlight reel. No, too much respect for that.
Game shot on the third leg.
And
Ryan
that's our
Furness.
second 11 darter of the night. It's exactly how many darts Mike Gillet used when he was on the 9. And unlike Mike Gillet, Mike's was for a breaker throw. That was for a hold.
Fourth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
Fabulous leg of darts. And his best of the week.
140. $44.
Certainly been little wrong with his scoring this evening.
135.
The doubles have been a disaster.
$140. $140. $100. Colin, you require 86.
Chance for an 11 darter here for Colin. Treble 18 would have left double 16. Well, that leaves double 16.
Game shot on the
Well,
fourth leg. Colin Osborne.
Like buses, couldn't find one this evening. He's now gone double-double on the 68 remaining after hitting the single 18.
Fifth leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
Darts used in the winning legs in this
78.
match. Despite that second leg, which was a woeful 23 darter, the others have been 15, 11 and 12.
100.
Colin is running out of break of throw
100.
opportunities. Needs a break, remember, to win the match.
140.
Ryan Furness, 2 holds a throw away from guaranteeing his place
85.
in tonight's semi-final. Up next in Group 2.
180.
Scott Williams against Mike Gillet.
134.
So for back-to-back
Colin, you
12s,
require 81.
or maybe 12 and 11. He's got to go 12 ball. Treble 12 leaves double 13.
55.
It would have been for
Ryan, you
back-to-back
require
12s and
104.
the all-important breaker throw for Colin Osborne. Treble 20, double 12. That will be a massive
100.
sigh of relief
Colin, you require
for Colin
26.
Osborne. Double 13. That's a bit close for comfort
Game shot
to the
fifth
treble
leg.
5, but he
Colin
finds
Osborne.
the double 4 with great relief. It's that all-important breaker throw, and Colin Osborne has the chance to win this one in the next leg, 4-2.
Sixth leg, it's Colin to throw first. Game on.
We've had 2 180s apiece in the match and a 1-7-4 for Ryan Furness.
85.
An 85 start. The averages at the moment 96 Ryan, 95 Colin.
134.
That's despite that long leg in leg 2 that was won in 23 darts by this man. What a response. An 11 darter in leg 3 for Ryan. Colin has won back-to-back legs in 12 and 15.
41.
Now has a 50-point lead plus these. Remember, it's a must-win game for Colin.
140.
I did suggest he won't stop grafting. Evidence of it here.
100. Colin, you require
2 treble 20s.
136.
Double 8 for 3 consecutive legs, and a very important 2 points. Should go for a 25 here.
61 left, yeah.
61 remaining. Could go treble 15.
86.
Well, he's left 50. So he can leave what he wants on that, whether it be double 16 or tops.
92. Colin, you require 50.
So for the match, lost his opener 4-2. Can he respond with a 4-2 win?
40.
Again, bends the wire.
Ryan, you require 134.
Deja vu on the doubles. He can't afford any
94.
mistakes now.
Colin, you require
Ryan's
10.
left tops.
Game, shots, and the match.
And
Colin
huge
Osborne.
relief for Colin Osborne as he does win 3 consecutive legs to pull one out of the fire. A very good performance from Ryan Furness. 95.34, 93.41 for Colin Osborne, despite missing 13 darts at a double. That shows you how much of a high quality performance that was. Right, back to Group 2, Scott Williams against Mike Gillet. They're up next. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League brought to you on Sporty Stuff TV. This is Phase 5, Week 4 and Finals night. Up next we return to Group 2 for Scott Williams against Mike Gillet. Here is Scott Williams, our first look at Scott this evening. Been impressed with him so far. Has his own style and his own way of going about things.
It's Scott to throw first. Game on.
He's been in action from day one. Played in Group A.
55.
And came through Group A.
63.
With Andy Jenkins in the second and third spot respectively. So returned in the evening
57.
Group B, where he qualified in the third and final position.
41.
So these two know each other
58.
quite well.
100.
Thursday night.
95.
Mike Gillet won this tie 4-1 with a 91.2 on average.
24.
Revenge on Friday evening for Williams, winning the tie 4-3. Thursday night we had that
89.
wonderful evening of big finishing. We had a 160 from this man, a 136 from Andy Jenkins, a 104 from Stephen Burton, a 134
Scott, you require
from Scott Williams, which was treble 18 tops, and he also gave us the big fish, the 170, double 18.
129.
So he has his own way of going about things.
$133.
Win
Scott,
here,
you
of course,
18.
for Mike Gillet, and he is safely through to the semi-finals.
Game shot on the first leg. Scott Williams.
A very, very easy hole to throw in the end for Scott Williams. Will make him feel, well, a whole lot better. 1-0.
Second leg, it's Mike to
Been
throw
waiting
first.
around
Game on.
to open up his account for the evening, and he's done so. Holding throw
83.
in leg one.
140.
Like I said, he has his own way of going about things.
140.
Fundamentals all look fine to me.
93.
Does like the
60.
black and gold stroke yellow colour scheme. I wonder if he's a Wolves fan.
101. 94. Scott, you require 167. 78. Mike, you require 124.
18 to have a
92.
dart at the ball, but he's left double
Scott, you
16.
require
Williams.
89.
Treble 19 for double 16. Ooh. He'd be disappointed with that.
81.
Single 19 with left
Mike, you
70, which
require
is 20 and ball,
32.
or treble 20 double 5.
Game shot on the second leg.
In
Mike Gillet.
steps Mike Gillet. He is an opportunist on the doubles. You make a mistake, more often than not, he will make you pay. 1-1.
Third leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $60. $60. $97.
Speaking of Wolves, they had a draw today against Leeds.
$59.
I backed Everton. They lost 5-2 to Watford. I backed Swansea. They lost 2-1 to Birmingham.
40.
And I backed Bolton. And they drew 2-2 with
59.
Gillingham, who led for 2-0 for quite some time.
56.
Speaking of odds, Scott Williams was 8 to 11. Gillet even money.
96. $121. $100.
But down to
Scott, you
127
require
after 15.
127.
Williams with the darts.
55. Mike require 127.
Will Mike Gillet get a dart at the ball for a break of throw? There's the treble 20. Single 17 leaves ball. The treble leaves double 8. He wants the ball.
102.
Audibly close.
Scott,
you
you
could hear
require
the click
72.
on the ball wire. Oh, he's going to get a dart at the ball.
Game
He hits
shot
it.
on the third leg.
Not
Scott
for
Williams.
the first time this week. Raises a hand. It's a 21 dart breaker throw. The bullseye on the
Fourth leg, it's
170.
Mike to throw first.
What's
Game
the
on.
thing of beauty for him? It means exactly the same. It's just a hold of throw.
100. $180.
That's why the bookies made him favourite for this one. I wouldn't have. I think I'd have been more on the side of
41.
5 to 6 each of 2.
$60.
Looking at their better performances over the course of the week, there's literally nothing in it.
100. $85.
I'm pretty sure in phase 2 or 3, Mike Gillet
123.
has already played in a finals night.
136. Mike
This is massive
require
pressure now
137.
on the Gillet throw. Can't finish.
54. Scott, you require 40.
Tops for a breaker throw. And this is all good
Game
for
shot
George
fourth
Killington,
leg.
of
Scott
course,
Williams.
who was beaten 4-1 by Mike Gillet in the opening game of this Group 2. But it's Scott with the break, has the darts to win 4-1.
Fifth leg, it's Scott to throw first.
Best leg of the match, that one. A 14 dart breaker throw, including the 180.
57. $26. 47. 100. 100.
Gillet trying to motivate himself. Lovely first start.
81.
Disappointed not to follow that with at least one of darts 2 or 3.
81. 97.
Following this match, it would be our final game of
100.
Group 1. And it will be Stephen Burton against Ryan Furness. If Burton wins there, he's through, as will be Colin Osborne.
81.
The winner of Group 1 plays the
Scott, you require
runner-up of Group 2 in the semi-final, and vice versa. Tops.
96.
Will Mike Gillet go the more
Mike
traditional
require
way?
116.
He's looking down. I don't like it. You predominantly throw at one target in this sport.
42. Scott, you require 20. Game, shot, and the match. Scott
A
Williams.
20 darter is enough with the holder throw to pick up his first 2 points of the night. Mike Gillet, beaten by exactly the same scoreline, he defeated George Killington. So that keeps that group wide open. And an 83-23, 4 out of 9 on the doubles. He has got a lot more than that in the locker. But look at the difference. 80.58 Mike Gillet. In his opening match, he averaged in excess of 95. Right, we return to Group 1 when we come back. Stephen Burton against Ryan Furness. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our final matches in Group 1. And it is Stephen Burton against Ryan Furness. Here is Ryan. Lost his opening match of the night to Colin Osborne. 4-2. Despite averaging 95.34. Winning averages all in the 90s up until the second game of Group 2, which you've just seen. So a win for Burton, and he's home and hosed and into the final. Into the semi-final, should I say. A little bit premature.
First leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on.
And Burton has the darts. You'd think if Ryan can reproduce a similar
60.
performance in this one, it should go close. Burton averaged 96.63 in beating Colin Osborne 4-2.
139. 140. 100. 60. 98.
Furness against the darts. Already
42.
on a finish.
Ryan, you require 164.
As it stands, Burton is on 2 points plus 2.
Yes.
Colin, 2 points, no leg difference. Ryan, no points, minus 2.
90.
Wins.
100.
It is
Ryan, you
himself
require
and Colin
74.
through. Ryan wins.
$34.
We'll have to get
Stephen, you require
the abacus
99.
out for leg difference. He went for the tops.
39.
Played the percentages, going for the bigger
40.
target. To make the perfect start to this match.
Game shot on
He
the
finds
first
the
leg.
double 10,
Ryan
and it is
Furness.
a 17 dart breaker throw to get this match underway. Remember, it's a must-win match for Ryan, and he has to win it by a certain leg difference, of course.
Second leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
Winning it 4-3 wouldn't be enough.
180. 77. 85. 59. 58.
That's Ryan's third max of the night. He had 2 against Colin and a 174.
100. 95.
And again, like leg 1, leg 2, first down to a finish.
133. Ryan, you require 83.
Seen the
Game
3-2
shot on the
go
second
this
leg.
week.
Ryan
Unfortunately, for Stephen Burton. He's not going to get a go at it because that's a 14-dart hold.
Third leg, it's Stephen to throw first. Game on. $40. 180.
Seeing the raise of the eyebrows from Stephen Burton, the man from Salisbury.
60.
It's plain to see he is up for it.
140.
Remember, he went 6 into a 9 in the third leg of that match against Colin Osborne. He was very nearly at it again.
$65. 57. Ryan, you require 116.
Can he just dink it over the top? He tried. Great
76.
recovery dart. Leaves tops after 12. On the Burton throw. Burton way back on 2-4-4. So for 3-0, he comes back at tops. And Burton
Ryan,
is in big,
40.
big trouble. That's a great guide.
Game shot on the third leg.
Didn't even
Ryan
use it.
Furness.
Made the adjustment. And back-to-back 14-dart legs give Ryan Furness a 3-0 lead. He has the darts to win this 4-0 and end
Fourth leg,
the
it's
evening
Ryan to throw first.
of Stephen Burton's campaign.
125.
Well, 102.7.
119. 134.
Well, I was just about to say, well, the nerves get the better of him, but
135.
Burton is trying everything.
140.
Oh, what a leg this is. 125, 134, 140.
137.
credit to Burton.
Ryan, you require 102.
He's gone 119, 135.
62. Stephen, you require
137.
110.
One match start for Ryan Furness. Double 15.
Game
Oh,
shot on the
what
fourth leg.
an
Stephen
incredible
Burton.
12-dart finish from Stephen Burton. He has just watched Ryan Furness miss tops off of
Fifth
the
leg, it's
102
Stephen to
to
throw
win it
first.
4-1.
Game on.
To win it 4-0. He's now made it 3-1 with a 110 finish.
93.
And a 12-dart leg and a break of throw.
$95. 55. 60. 99. 60.
Such a great opportunity for these new players like Ryan Furness
94.
to exhibit their, well, it's untapped quality, isn't it?
$100.
So
Stephen, you
6
require
darts for
160.
160. Stephen Burton.
85.
75. How much pressure can Furness apply?
58. Stephen, you require 75.
Double 12.
Game shot on the 5th leg.
He's
Stephen
got
Burton.
another one back. And a hold a throw. Now Furness has the darts to see this one out. Can he hold throw?
6th leg. It's Ryan to throw first. Game on. 57. 95. 100.
Stephen Burton.
59.
He's on the verge
95.
producing a rarity in the live league of coming back from 3-0 down to win 4-3.
100. 81. 90.
Ryan Furness wins 4-2. They're all on 2 points and all on 0 leg difference.
78.
Answers on a
Stephen,
postcard.
you require 157. 57. Ryan, you require 90.
For the win. Double 15.
Game, shot,
And he
and the
does
match.
find
Ryan Furness.
the double 15 on the 90 checkout. There's the 60. Just put a marker dart out there, or more of a guide. And in it goes. Well, that's of no help to us. So that group finishes with all 3 players on 2 points and no leg difference. When we return, we will return for our final match of Group 2, and it is George Killington against Scott Williams. Good evening and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our final match of Group 2, and it is a match featuring George Killington against Scott Williams. George lost his opening match to Mike Gillet by 4 legs to 1. Despite averaging 94.46. Scott Williams then defeated Mike Gillet by the same scoreline. So Mike is currently on 2 points.
First leg, it's George to throw first.
No
Game
leg
on.
difference. Scott's 2 points plus 3, and George no points minus 3.
96. 57.
So without stating the obvious,
43.
George needs to win and win big. Apologies for the scoring strap there. We'll keep you up to speed with the scores.
$100. 140. 58.
Amazed
Scott, you require 164.
Gone down there on 262. 18s is the usual route, and normally Scott Williams
150.
on the 164 starts on 19s. Picked them off in the end.
$100. Scott, you require 49.
George Killington, despite averaging 94.46, in defeat, missed 8 darts at a double. Just one.
George, you require
hit.
104. Game shot on the first
However,
leg.
this time,
George Killington.
the doubles are his friend. A wonderful 104 finish. Treble 18 leaving the 32, and in it goes.
Second leg,
For a
it's
hole to
Scott
throw, an
first.
unlikely looking hole to throw. It has to be
Game
said.
on. 180. 95.
A very short backswing to Scott Williams.
82.
He's a big lad. He's tall. Generates a lot of power from that 4, maybe 5 inch
56.
backswing. It's almost like just a short pulls, and they're punched in.
$94.
He's a spotter's nightmare, I know that. Never goes the same way twice. That's whatever he feels like, I think, when he toes the hockey.
125. Scott, you require 145. 93.
Narrowly missed the 45 to leave tops. Missed 2 darts at a double to win the opening leg against the throw. Before that,
52.
fabulous 1
Scott,
and
you
4
require
checkout from
52.
George.
Game
Conventional.
shot on the second leg.
And
Scott
it works.
Williams.
And that is a 14 dart hold from Scott Williams to give us parity after 2 legs. George with the darts in leg 3.
Third leg, it's George to throw first. $60. 140.
We'll be taking a short break at the end of this match for the players to
57.
prepare for the first semi-final. Which one of these two, of course, will be
96.
involved in. We'll play our semi-finals and then take a short break before the 3rd and 4th place playoff, and then we will go straight
83.
into the final. The winner walking away with a cool £2,000 and a place in Champions Week
121.
from Monday. And the winner of that 3rd and 4th place playoff, of course, will also take a place in Champions
45.
Week.
Scott, you require 144.
There's £15,000 in prize money up for grabs next week. Double 18.
126. $100. Scott, you require 18.
When he goes straight for it, looks like it. Double 4 for 2-1.
10. Georgia require 156. $100. Scott, you require 8. Game shot on the third leg.
Doesn't
Scott
give
Williams.
up the break of throw opportunity in leg 3 and leads 2-1 and has the darts to quickly make it 3-1.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
Scott Williams averaging 99.75.
93. $140. $100. $115. $138. $100. Scott, you require 170. $51.
Not even sure why he's Gone
Georgia
for the ball
require
there.
146.
Blocked target, the smallest target on the board. Treble 18. Well, the treble 20 would have left double 13.
81. Scott, you require 119.
12 and ball.
92.
Oh,
Georgia requires 65.
confused.com. 20 for tops. That's a horrible dart.
26.
Couldn't have been in a worse position.
Scott,
High
you
and in
require
the middle.
27.
Yeah, it was a treble 19 that left 62, and you went for treble 10. Double 4 then.
23. Georgia require 39.
Double 16.
Game shone the fourth leg.
Finds the double
George
16.
Killington.
Gets the break back, and we go into the fifth leg. Back on throw. George has the darts.
Fifth leg, it's George to throw
I
first.
can only think that
Game
he
on.
couldn't have miscounted because he knew he had 62 left, and with George Killington on 65, he should have gone 12 and ball. $180. Just had confirmation
81.
after George finds the second 180 of the match. One apiece. That group
42.
1, everybody finished identical. 2 points, no leg difference. So it goes down to overall.
100.
Can't be overall averages, is it? It looks that way. Goes
98.
to overall averages. And Ryan Furness, his running averages after 2 matches, 94.96. So he goes through.
135.
Burton, 91.59. So he goes through. Colin Osborne, 90.38. Unfortunately, we lose Colin Osborne.
79. $65. Georgia require 102.
He's taken out 104. Can he do the 102? Double 16.
Game shone the fifth leg.
And the
George
answer
Killington.
is yes, he can take out the 102. 20 ball, double 16, a hold of throw, and a 3-2 lead.
Sixth leg, it's Scott to throw first.
All in vain, unfortunately. Even if he wins,
180.
even if he wins 4-2, he would
61.
be on 2 points minus 1. While Scott would be on 2 points
180.
plus 1. Hello, back to back 180s. This is the third time this evening we've seen back to backs.
140. Scott, you require 141.
Unfortunately for George, losing 4-1 absolutely thumped his
83.
leg difference.
55. Scott, you require 58. Game shot on the 6th flag. Scott Williams.
At 3 apiece, with a very tidy hold of throw from Scott Williams, and I think that's our third 11 of the night. So, deciding leg, George to throw first.
7th and final leg, it's George to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, my reckoning, it's Mike versus Ryan.
100.
And Scott versus Stephen Burton.
57.
In the semi-finals.
60. 128.
I will await confirmation of that.
$47. 140.
Scott Williams still with a
96.
high average of 99.22 currently before this visit. And it's not going to come down. 42 left after 12.
$81.
Battled hard here, George.
Scott, you require 42.
Positives to take away, that's for sure. Double 16 to wrap it up in 15 darts.
10. Georgia require 117. $77. Scott, you require 32. Game, shots, and the match. Scott
Gets
Williams.
it done with a 16 dart break of throw to win it 4-3 with a very impressive 97.6 average. 3-180 is that beautiful 11 darter with the back-to-back 180s. So just to confirm, it is Mike Gillet versus Ryan Furness and Scott Williams against Stephen Burton. There are two semi-finals. We'll be back in 10 minutes for those. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for semi-final number 1, and it's between Ryan Furness and Mike Gillet. Ryan was the winner of Group 1 and Mike Gillet was the runner-up in Group 2. Ryan will have the darts, the 28-year-old from Salisbury. Here's Mike Gillet, 37, from Chandler's Ford, a Welsh international. He uses a 24-gram custom dart.
First, game on.
Semi-final number 2.
$140
will be Scott Williams versus Stephen Burton.
100. $47. $81.
Mike Gillet, so far this evening in the group matches, had a 4-1 win over George Killington, averaging 95.96. 4 out of 9 on doubles. 2 180s and a best leg of 11.
60.
Ryan went down 4-2 to Colin Osborne in his opening match.
100.
He was also on a 9 like Mike. He hit 3 180s and had an average of 95.34. And Mike Gillet went down 4-1 to Scott Williams.
100.
Averaging
Ryan, you require
80.58 in
74.
a scrappy one. That was before Ryan Furness bounced back with a 4-2 win over Stephen Burton with an average of 94.6.
58. Mike, you require 160.
He has had this finish this week.
40.
He had it against
Ryan,
Colin
you
Monk
require 16.
on Thursday evening.
Game shot on the first leg. Ryan Furness.
17 dart hold for Ryan Furness and gets this match well underway. 1-0.
Second leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $45. $94. $100.
First ever meeting between the two, of course.
$125.
He is a lot to like about Ryan Furness.
96.
His running average over the 2 matches
100.
this evening, 94.96. Group 1, all the players finished on identical stats. 2 points,
58.
legs won, legs lost. So it went down to the overall averages. And this man was top, and Stephen Burton was
100.
second, and the unlucky loser, Colin Osborne. He averaged 90.38.
100. Ryan, you require 82.
Tops for 2-0.
62. Mike, you require 102.
When you think back, all those legs that Colin had darts at, one of those goes in, and he'd be in the
70.
semi-final as Mike Gillet clips
Ryan, you require
the double
20.
16 off of the 102.
15.
What an opportunity.
Mike,
for
you
a break of
require
throw.
32.
It's not all over, of course, for the losing semi-finalist. There will be a
24.
third and fourth place playoff, and the winner
Ryan,
of
you
that
require 5.
will take their place in next week's Champions Week.
3. Mike, you require 8. Game shot on the second leg. Mike Gillet.
A real steal. He does hold his hand up and apologises. Never, ever apologise for winning a leg. It's 1-1, 2 holds of throw.
Third leg, it's Ryan to throw first. $134. 140. 100. 180.
First max of the match, and it goes the way of Mike Gillet. He was facing
134.
a breaker throw. He's now on the verge of breaking Ryan Furness.
140. Ryan, you require 133.
He's had one 11 darter tonight. Is he going to get a second?
93. Mike, you require 41.
Double 10.
31.
Oh, this could be payback.
Ryan, you require 40. 30.
Oh, he's been so good on his doubles tonight.
Mike, you require 10.
He can't believe it.
Game shot on the third leg. Mike Gillet.
Very solid 13 dart break of throw for Mike Gillet. Again, another important 180, timed to perfection, 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $40. 95. 40. 41. 40. 100.
And a chance for Furness to steal the throw back. Just over pitching, just trying a little bit too hard.
60.
Inexperienced, of course, at this level.
180.
As Mike Gillet finds a max and gives himself at least 6 darts.
55. Mike, you
The
require
141
141.
for a 3-1 lead and a place in the final. And a place, of course,
59.
in Champions Week, which starts Monday, 9:30 AM, £15,000 in prize money, £6,000 for the winner.
94. Mike, you require 82.
Double 16.
Game shot on the fourth
There
leg.
it goes.
Mike Gillet.
It's an 18 dart hold, consolidating the break of throw in leg 3. Ryan Furness got it all to do.
Fifth leg, it's Ryan to throw first.
We already know 9 players
46.
for our Champions Week, of course. Jim Williams, the winner of Week 1. Connor Scott, the runner-up. Mike Warburton won the 3rd and
81.
4th place playoff against Matty Denon. Week 2 winner, Richie Burnett, he's in. Runner-up, Martin Adams, he's in. And Niall Cullerton won the 3rd and 4th place playoff against Gary Robson.
122.
Week 3, Webby, Mark Webster, he was the winner, beating Thornton in the final. And Sean Griffiths beat Darren Beveridge in
100.
the 3rd and 4th place playoff.
100. 96. 140.
Didn't he need that?
100.
He might have to
Ryan
get it.
require 93.
Double 16.
61.
So close.
Mike require
So 124 for the match. 14. Oh, he's missed the big number. 55 left. 14 would have left the ball.
Yes.
He's just confirming with our referee, Charlie Colstefine.
84. Ryan, you require 32. Game shot on the fifth leg. Ryan
Finds
Furness.
the double 8 for a much needed holder throw, but the hard work starts here. Has to break the throw of Gillet to take it all the way.
Sixth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $100. 58. 81. 59.
64 plus these in front.
83.
So 140 minimum requirement. Loads of room to the left.
180.
There it goes, his first max of the match.
100. 60. Mike can require 137.
There's a couple of options. 57 would leave 80. Whoa. I think he was caught in two minds there. Treble 14 leaves double 16.
72. Ryan, you require
65.
144.
Just looking at two treble
58.
18s for double 18.
Mike requires 65.
And this is for a place in the final, and he finds the 25. Double 10.
Game, shots, and the match.
Takes it away
Mike Gillet.
with an 18 dart hold of throw. Damage done with that 13 dart break of throw in leg 3. And Furness didn't really get going, and 12 points below his evening's running average. But Mike Gillet squeaks through. Well, not really squeaks through, but wins 4-2 with an 84-53. Right, we're going to be back after the break with Scott Williams against Stephen Burton in our second semi-final. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for semi-final number 2, and it is Scott Williams against Stephen Burton. Here is Scott Williams, 31 from Boston.
First leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
Scott has the darts in his first match of the night. He was a 4-1 winner over Mike Gillet.
180.
Who we now know is in the final to play the winner of this match. So we now have our 10th player for Champions Week.
99.
Just a matter of who's going to take away the £2,000 this evening. He then beat George Killington
45.
4-3 with a 97.6, a night and day performance. But 2 wins from 2. Stephen Burton defeated Colin Osborne 4-2 with a 96.63. And then lost to Ryan Furness 4-2 with an 86.27. It was enough to see him through to this semi-final. We will see Ryan Furness against the loser of this one.
100.
For our 3rd and 4th place playoff, with the winner of that also taking their place in Champions
96.
Week. Starts Monday,
Scott,
9:30 a.m.
97.
Tops the double shot.
77.
I'll be taking you through the initial part of Champions Week on Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then I'm pretty sure it's Nico
100.
back in the hot
Scott,
seat
you require 20.
on Thursday, Friday and Saturday, where Phase
15.
5 champion will
Stephen,
be crowned.
you require 78.
Someone will be walking away with six large tops for Burton.
58. Scott, you require 5. Game shot on the first leg. Scott Williams.
Gets there in the end with a 20 dart holder throw. And that gets this one underway. Stephen Burton has the darts in leg 2.
Second leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
£35,000 in prize money for each phase now
100.
of the live league. £5,000 each week. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then 15,000 for Champions Week.
180.
Not for the first time. Starts with a max.
100. 115. 45. 174.
Beautiful darts from Scott Williams. The 174 setting up the 10 darter.
96. Scott, you require 32. Game shot on the second leg.
It's not a 10,
Scott Williams.
but it is a 12, and it is a break of throw, averaging 98. Impressive stuff from Williams.
Third leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
Incredibly, we're going to have
57.
5 Welshmen in
85.
Champions Week next week. Mike Gillet, Jim Williams, Richie Burnett, Mark Webster, and Mike Warburton.
100.
What a time to be a Welsh dart player. World #1 and world champion, of course. Edwin Price, a proud Welshman.
140.
First ever
42.
world champion, of course, was a Welshman in Leighton Rees.
58. 58. 98.
Two former Welsh world champions in Champions Week in Mark Webster and Richie Burnett.
140. Stephen, you require 120.
To break back.
50. Scott, you require 104.
Can still finish. Needed treble 20 to leave tops.
40. Stephen, you require 70. 50.
One dart for the break back.
Scott, you require 64.
Scott Williams is going to get one dart for 3-0. Double 16.
Game shot on the third leg. Scott
Sometimes
Williams.
It's just destiny. And it's just meant to be. As you can see, Burton knows.
Fourth leg, it's Stephen
Sometimes
to throw first.
you just know as a player, it's not going to be your night.
93. 57. 134. 140. 45. 140. 99. Scott, you require 164. 41. Stephen, you require 130. 105.
Needed the ball, had to go for it.
Scott, you require 123.
I can't finish now. He can leave
101.
double 11 in the end. I
Stephen,
can
you
assure you,
require
he
25.
wasn't going for that.
1.
Well, Stephen Burton won the tie.
Scott,
on
you require 22.
Thursday night, 4-3.
Game, shots, and the match.
And he's
Scott
lost
Williams.
that one 4-0 to Scott Williams. So we know the final will be Mike Gillet against Scott Williams. There is the average, 87.13. Very tidy for Scott. And our third and fourth place playoff will be between Ryan Furness and Steve Burton. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for both those matches. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for our third and fourth place playoff. We know our two finalists, which will follow straight after this match, which will be between Mike Gillet and Scott Williams. But up first, Ryan Furness up against Stephen Burton. And the winner of this will join Scott Williams and Mike Gillet in next week's Champions Week, alongside Jim Williams, Richie Burnett, Mark Webster,
first.
Connor Scott,
Game
Martin Adams, Robert Thornton, Mike Warburton, Niall Cullerton and Sean Griffiths. As always, best of 7, first of 4.
100. 59. 100. 134.
Met this evening in the Group 1 matches.
44.
And Ryan won that tie 4-2. Winning legs of 17, 14, 14 and 18 and an average
57.
just shy of 95.
59. 100.
18 is the shot.
174.
Beautiful.
Stephen, you require 151. 95.
Treble 17 for a dart at tops.
Ryan, you require 24.
Edging closer.
Game shot
And
the
gets
first
there in the end
Furness.
with an 18 dart hold of throw. The first one was right on the money. The second one put up a barrier. It just threw into those
Second
two.
leg, it's
In
Stephen
it went.
to throw first.
Almost like a wall of darts throwing into there.
134. 69.
Some incredible moments throughout the week. Andy Jenkins,
140.
13 perfect darts, where he went very much like Stephen Burton from absolute nowhere. Hit a 180, took out 134.
47.
Then started the next leg with a 180, followed it with a 180, and then followed it with a treble 20, but just missed the treble 19. And then this man
137.
was trailing 2-0, pulled 2 back and went out in 11 and 10 darts.
180. Stephen, you require 90.
May stay there. Yeah, another 25 would have left tops.
50.
I don't like that route when your opponent's not on a finish. ultimately, he's left a double anyway. Back to back. 180s for Ryan.
40.
Just in
Game
case.
shot on the second leg. Stephen Burton.
And it goes. Stephen Burton holds throw equally as comfortably as Ryan Furness. Back to back 180s for Ryan. He's got his scoring boots on.
Third leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
13 dart hold for Stephen Burton.
93.
Our final between Mike Gillet and Scott Williams. I'll be up next. Scott produced a few highlights of the week. 134. Treble 18 tops. A 170 finish.
96. 137.
Mike Gillet and Scott Williams know plenty about each other. Be their fourth meeting this week. More
58.
on that when we start that match.
$36. 93. 100. Ryan, you require 161.
So Stephen Burton, 93 when he comes back for a break of throw.
90.
Well,
Stephen,
just
you
seen a
require
ball.
93.
We may see one here. That leaves 43. That leaves tops.
53. Ryan, you require 71. Game shot on the third
Trouble
leg.
13.
Ryan Furness.
Double 16 as clean as a whistle. A 71 finish for Ryan Furness. Goes back in front for the second time.
Fourth leg, it's Stephen to throw first.
Everything has gone with the darts so far.
180.
Now Stephen Burton gets in with his first 180 of the match.
81.
95 average for Furness. 103.5 for Stephen Burton.
96. 100.
Both these players have produced some really good stuff this week.
65.
We're going to lose one of them.
100. Stephen, you require 160. 120.
Oh, the perfect setup shot. Tops after 12.
60. Stephen, you require 40. Game shot on the fourth leg. Stephen Burton.
His winning legs in this match so far have been 1 in 13 and 14, hence the higher average than his opponent. Winning legs in 18 and 17 for Furness, but we're on throw.
Game on.
$92.49
80.
for Furness, which isn't too shabby. 100.42 at the moment as we start leg 5 for Burton.
93. 177.
Well, he's had a 174, 2 180s.
138.
And now a 177.
58.
Two well-thrown darts with very little reward.
100.
The way he's been hitting that treble 20, he may have a go at this 170.
Stephen, you require
two treble 20s and ball. There's one of them. Oh, just slightly over pitch.
105. Ryan, you require 63.
It's pressure. Treble 13 for double 12. There's the treble 13. There's the double 12.
Ryan Furness.
Wow, showing great bottle under pressure. There's a real pressure cooker moment in the match, but he holds in 14 darts.
Sixth leg, it's Stephen to throw first. $96. $59. $140.
Looking like we're going to have
81.
a sixth consecutive hold of throw.
$92. $97. $29.
Well, not unless Ryan can find a big turn.
100. Stephen, you
Left to
require
finish.
144. $88. Ryan, you require
For the match.
164.
Treble 18 and the ball. Oh, that would have been some way to win it.
138. Stephen, you
Left
require
double
56.
13 just in case.
16.
And he's blown it. So unlucky
Ryan,
for some.
you require 26.
Double 13 for Ryan Furness.
Game,
And he
shots,
gets it
and the match.
with the
Ryan
first break of
Furness.
throw of the match in a real high quality affair. Take a bow, lads. That was really enjoyable. Look at the numbers. 96.72 for Stephen Burton. 94.03. 3 180s in the match. And a 177 and a 174 for Ryan Furness. Look at the doubling stats. 57.14%. Super game. And congratulations to Ryan Furness as he takes his place in Champions Week. Commiserations to Stephen Burton, but produced some great stuff throughout the week. Okay, we're going to be back with the final, and it's Mike Gillet against Scott Williams. Good morning and welcome back to the Online Darts Live League for the final. And the final is between Mike Gillet and Scott Williams. Here is Scott Williams and his opponent in this best of 7 match is Mike Gillet, 37 from Chandler's Ford, uses a 24-gram custom dart, Welsh International, and a left-hander. This is Scott, 31 from Boston, uses a 25-gram super dart.
First leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
The last ever BDO World Championships. Mike has the honour and will get us underway.
28.
First meeting between these two was
91.
Thursday evening's Group B.
121.
Mike Gillet was a 4-1 winner with an average of 91.21.
60.
But revenge for Scott last night, winning 4-3. And of course, they met this evening in the group game. And Scott Williams was a comprehensive 4-1 winner. And that's our first max of the match. We had 3 in that 3rd and 4th place playoff.
140.
A 174 and a 177.
90. Mike can require 131. 83.
Scott averaged
Scott, you require
87.13 in his semi-final. Mike averaged 84.53.
Game shot on the first leg.
That is
Scott Williams.
An opening leg break of throw from Scott Williams, courtesy of that 180. And he will have the darts in leg 2. Can Mike Gillet break
Second
straight
leg,
back?
it's Scott to throw first. Game on. 81.
Break of throw coming in 15 darts.
100.
Winner of this match receives £2,000. So this one best of 7 race is for £1,000. The runner-up receives £1,000.
95.
Just to confirm our lineup for
180.
Champions Week as Scott slots in his second max in as many legs.
60.
Our 12 players
Scott,
starting
you require 145
at 9:30 a.m. on Monday morning on the Online Darts YouTube channel. Will be Jim Williams, Connor Scott, Mike Warburton, Richie Burnett, Martin Adams, Niall Cullerton, Sean Griffiths, Robert Thornton, Mark Webster, Scott Williams, Mike Gillet and Ryan Furness. An absolutely fabulous
45.
lineup.
Scott, you require 36.
And I can't wait to take you through
the second leg. Scott
the first 3 days of the action. All on our YouTube channel, of course. Well, this is some start from Scott Williams. He's only used 28 darts to win the opening 2 legs.
Third leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on.
Mike Gillet getting blown away here. 107.36 the average
45.
for Scott Williams.
64. 180.
We're 2.5 legs deep in the match, and we've had 3 180s.
100. 41. 140.
Piling the pressure on Gillet. The third and fourth place playoff
105.
was won 4-0. Sorry, 4-2.
95.
Semi-final by
Mike
Scott Williams was
require
on 4-0.
130.
Is he going to win the final 4-0? Well, he has a chance to go 3-0 up
80.
if he can take out the 102.
Scott, you require 102. 78. Mike, you require 50.
It's just in the single 10.
30.
And he misses the tops. Very, very close indeed.
Scott,
As
you
you could
require
hear,
24.
it's 24, 2 6s. Oh, a long way down.
18. Mike, you require 20. Game shot on the third leg.
Oh,
Mike
Gillet
Gillet.
eventually finds a double and eventually holds throw to close the gap to 1, but still Williams with the advantage of the break of throw.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first. $140. 140.
Super reply. Trading 140s at the start of leg 4.
83.
Williams still averaging in excess of a ton. Mike Gillet, mid-80s.
100.
It's not how you start a match, it's how you finish it.
128.
Been really impressed with Scott Williams when he's on. He
43.
really can produce
Scott, you require 150.
some really tasty tungsten.
78.
This is the 54 to leave 36. He's a long way in front. Gillet can't find
58.
a treble.
Scott, you require 72.
Very little pressure on the 72. Tops.
52.
Clips of the bottom wire.
Mike, you
Can't
require
believe it.
160.
That come out of his hand. He probably felt that that was in. He's done this week. Did it against Colin Monk. Oh, needed the second treble to have a go at tops.
80.
He produced the
Scott, you
160
require
on
20.
Thursday night.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Scott
Again,
Williams.
17 dart hold of throw for Scott Williams. Puts him within 1 of winning week 4 of phase 5.
Fifth leg, it's Mike to throw first. Game on. $140. 26. 100.
Yep, backs up the 140 with a ton.
59.
Does this final have a twist in its tail?
140.
This is what Gillet is capable of, and he's going to have to produce it.
60. Mike, you require 121.
2 more times to win this match.
45. 56. Mike, you require 76.
You have to produce 2 legs of a similar ilk. 16 leaves tops.
56.
Just misses the tops. Still no finish for Williams.
Mike, you require 20. Game shot on the 5th leg. Mike Gillet.
Hold of throw for Mike Gillet. Closes the gap to 1, but Williams has the darts to win it. 4-2.
6th leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $41.
And that will be music to Gillet's ears, hearing our referee, Charlie Colstefine, shout out 41.
96. 180.
That is how you correct a mistake. That's his 3rd 180 of this final. Leads
60.
that column 3-1. $140. I cannot begin to explain how good that final dart was. It was only half of the treble to aim at.
100.
Down to 120. How low can Gillet go from 205? May go ball.
93. Scott, you require
Honestly, he did go for the ball. Oh, he went for ball.
62.
Didn't like
Mike, you require 112.
the blocker dart on the treble 20. Treble 20 for double 16. So
56.
this should be
Scott, you require
the
58.
end of the match.
Game,
And
shots,
it is.
and the match. Scott
And
Williams.
it is a 17 dart hold for Scott Williams. It was just that one breaker throw in 15 darts with the 180 that did the damage. Finishes with an average of 89.31, 3 180s, 2 140s, 40% on the doubles. Congratulations to Scott Williams, a worthy winner of week 4 of phase 5. And he, as I said, will be back next week on Monday morning, as will I. We'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.